name Oldsmobile. For decades, it stood for quiet power, effortless luxury, and American sophistication. And for a long time, we thought it was gone forever. A legend lost to time. But what if I told you? It's back? After more than 2 decades of silence, Oldsmobile has returned. And it's not just making a comeback, it's making a statement. This is the 2026 Oldsmobile 98, a name once whispered in the same breath as Cadillac. Lincoln and Buick, reborn for a new generation. And what you're about to see is more than a car. It's a resurrection. A blend of nostalgia, technology, and craftsmanship that proves American luxury can still rival anything from Europe or Japan. The 2026 Oldsmobile 98 is bold, elegant, and unapologetically American. It doesn't chase trends, and it creates them. From its imposing new design to its ultra-luxurious interior, this car is a reminder that comfort, class, and presence never go out of style. Let's start with that first impression, the design. The moment you see it, you know this isn't another cookie-cutter luxury sedan. The new Oldsmobile 98 wears its heritage proudly, but with a modern edge. The front end is striking. A massive chrome-accented grille framed by slim, crystalline LED headlights that seem to shimmer like jewelry. The sculpted hood stretches long and low, reminding you instantly of the Oldsmobiles of the past, but with the clean minimalism of the future. The body lines flow like liquid metal, strong shoulders, a sweeping roofline, and that signature rear-quarter curve that nods to the 1960s 98 sedans. The rear Pure Class, a full-width LED light bar, glows softly under the Oldsmobile emblem, a subtle but confident declaration that the brand is back and ready to take its place among the elite. Under the skin, the 2026 98 sits on GM's next-generation Ultium platform, meaning this isn't your granddad's V8 cruiser anymore. It's fully electric, powered by a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup, pushing out an estimated 620 horsepower and 740 lb-ft of torque. And yes, that means this full-size luxury sedan can sprint from 0 to 60 in just 3.8 seconds. Quiet, instant, effortless. But here's the real magic. It's not just fast, it's smooth. The adaptive air suspension glides over the road like silk, reading every imperfection and adjusting in milliseconds. It's the kind of comfort that makes long drives feel like floating. Range anxiety? Forget it. The new 98 promises over 400 miles of driving range on a full charge, supported by 800-volt fast charging capability that can add 200 miles in under 15 minutes. And because it's built on the Ultium system, it's designed to integrate seamlessly with home charging and GM's growing fast charge network across the US. But numbers only tell part of the story. Step inside, and that's where the 2026 Oldsmobile 98 truly comes alive. Open the door. It greets you with soft ambient lighting and a chime that sounds like a piano note fading into the night. The doors close silently, sealing you inside a world of modern luxury. The cabin is an experience, not just transportation. Every surface feels premium. Hand-stitched leather wraps around the dash, recycled suede covers the pillars, and open-pore walnut trim runs across the width of the interior like a piece of sculpture. The centerpiece? A massive curved OLED display that stretches nearly 40 inches from pillar to pillar, merging the digital gauge cluster, infotainment, and passenger screen into one seamless interface. And it's not just flashy tech, it's intelligent. The system uses GM's latest Ultify software, capable of over-the-air updates, driver profiles, and full integration with smart homes and devices. You can start your car, precondition the cabin, or even set navigation by voice from your phone or smartwatch. The seats, let's talk about them, are more like executive lounge chairs than car seats. Each one is ventilated, heated, massaging, and wrapped in buttery leather that feels like luxury furniture. The rear passengers get nearly the same treatment, with individual climate zones, deployable touchscreens, and even retractable leg rests in the top-tier Mulliner Edition trim. The sound system, custom engineered by Bose and enhanced with 3D spatial audio. It's not just music, it's an atmosphere. Whether it's jazz, classical, or the rumble of the world outside, it's rendered with crystal clarity. And when you drive, or should I say, glide, the 2026 98 feels like serenity on 4 wheels. The cabin is so quiet you can hear your own breathing. Acoustic glass, triple-layer insulation, and an active noise cancellation system eliminate the world beyond your windows. Even at 80 miles an hour, it feels like the car is standing still, but don't mistake its calmness for passivity. This car can move. When you put your foot down, that electric torque surges instantly, propelling this near 5,000-pound sedan forward with effortless grace. It doesn't scream, it surges. The power is constant, clean, and commanding. The 98 also introduces Oldsmobile's next-generation AutoDrive Plus system, a semi-autonomous suite that combines adaptive cruise, lane centering, hands-free highway driving, and automated lane changes. It's like having a silent chauffeur when you want it, but the steering wheel is always ready when you crave control. What's truly fascinating is how Oldsmobile managed to blend nostalgia with innovation. Everywhere you look, there are subtle callbacks. The rocket emblem embossed into the seatbacks, the soft blue lighting reminiscent of old dashboard glows, and even the revived Rocket 98 badge on the fenders. It's a love letter to history, written in the language of the future. And yes, this car is beautiful on the outside, but what makes it special is what it stands for. This isn't just a car. It's a statement from General Motors that American luxury isn't dead. It's evolving. In a world where brands are obsessed with sportiness and minimalism, the Oldsmobile 98 proudly brings back grace. It's confident without being aggressive, elegant without being fragile. It's the car for people who appreciate craftsmanship, not just performance. The pricing, though not official, is expected to start around $88,000. Placing it between the Cadillac Celestiq and the Mercedes EQS. But the top trims, especially the Signature and Mulliner editions, could easily cross the $120,000 mark. And based on what we're seeing, it'll be worth every penny. Because the 2026 Oldsmobile 98 doesn't just want to compete, it wants to redefine what it means to be American luxury. It's for those who miss the era when cars had presence. When pulling up in a sedan made people turn their heads, not because it was loud or flashy, but because it commanded respect. And that's exactly what this car does. It commands respect. Imagine gliding down the highway at sunset, the light dancing across the chrome, the ambient glow inside shifting from amber to deep blue. You rest your hand on the steering wheel, and the car feels alive, pulsing faintly with energy. You're not driving. You're experiencing the new 98 is more than a revival. It's redemption. It's Oldsmobile saying, we remember where we came from. But look how far we've come. And maybe that's why this car hits so hard emotionally. Because for many, Oldsmobile wasn't just a brand. It was family. It was the car your parents took you home from the hospital in. The car your grandfather polished every Sunday. The car that symbolized pride, achievement, and arrival. Now in 2026, that pride returns. Modernized, electrified, reborn. So whether you're an old-school enthusiast who remembers the golden days, or a new-age driver who's never even heard the name Oldsmobile before, this is a car that deserves your attention. Because this isn't about the past. It's about proving that history can still have horsepower. The 2026 Oldsmobile 98 is here. Elegant, powerful, timeless. And if this story of revival, craftsmanship, and American heritage moved you even a little, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because we're witnessing something special, the rebirth of a legend. Oldsmobile is back. And this time it's not looking back, it's leading forward. There are cars that define eras, and then there are cars that revive legends. And this is the comeback we never thought we'd see. The 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is not just another performance car. It's a resurrection. A rebirth of American muscle that's been asleep for nearly 2 decades. And when you first lay eyes on it, it doesn't whisper nostalgia, it roars it back to life. This car isn't just trying to fit into today's performance scene. It's here to set it on fire. Let's be honest, most of us thought Pontiac was gone for good. The last Firebird rolled off the line in 2002, closing a chapter that defined what it meant to drive American steel. But here we are, 2026. And somehow, against all odds, the bird rises again. This time with fire in its veins, technology at its core, and design that makes you stop scrolling and stare. From the moment the headlights ignite, shaped like flaming phoenix eyes, you know this isn't just a car. It's a statement. Underneath, it's built on a heavily modified performance platform inspired by GM's latest architecture. But every panel, every sculpted curve, screams individuality. The hood scoops are back, muscular, breathing, alive. The split-nose front grille carries the DNA of the '77 Trans Am, but with a futuristic edge. The iconic screaming chicken logo spreads across the carbon fiber hood, but now it's laser-etched and illuminated. At night, a tribute to heritage meeting innovation. This car was made for those who grew up dreaming of Burt Reynolds and Smokey and the Bandit, and for a new generation who never knew muscle cars could feel this alive. Because make no mistake that this isn't just nostalgia. It's evolution. Let's talk numbers first, because they matter here. The 2026 Trans Am packs a 6.2-litre supercharged V8, producing 720 horsepower and 680 lb-ft of torque. 0 to 60, just 3.2 seconds. That's supercar territory, wrapped in an all-American legend. But the real beauty is how it delivers that power. When you press the start button, the car doesn't just start, it awakens. The exhaust bursts alive with a crackling growl that echoes the golden age of muscle. There's no artificial sound, no fake theatrics, just pure mechanical thunder. The transmission. A new 8-speed dual clutch system tuned for lightning-fast shifts, but still raw enough to make every gear feel earned. And for the purists, yes, you can spec it with a 6-speed manual, because some things should never die. Now step back and look at it. The exterior lines, wide stance, bulging haunches, and that rear spoiler, they're all muscle, but sculpted with sophistication. The LED taillights stretch across the back like twin fire trails. And when the sun hits that metallic red paint, it looks alive, like molten lava under clear coat. Inside, Pontiac has done something extraordinary. They've balanced retro cues with modern luxury. The dash design echoes the cockpit feel of the 80s models, but is trimmed in carbon fiber and Alcantara. The dials are digital, but framed in brushed aluminum, with a phoenix animation that greets you when you start the car. And those seats, hand-stitched leather, bolstered perfectly to hold you through corners, but soft enough for cross-country cruising. The Trans Am logo is embossed in the headrests, glowing faintly with backlit precision at night. The infotainment? Sharp, modern, but not distracting. The real show is what's outside the windshield, the open road. The car constantly reminds you that driving is not about screens, it's about feel. Then there's the sound. Oh, the sound. The supercharger whine mixes with the deep, throaty exhaust to create a symphony of adrenaline. You don't just hear it, you feel it in your chest. It's raw, unfiltered emotion, the kind of sound that sends chills down your spine. This is where the new Firebird shines. It's not chasing European finesse or Japanese precision. It's pure American defiance, loud, proud, and unapologetically alive. The test, the thrill, the revelation. Now imagine this, a deserted mountain road at dawn. The air's cold, your hands are tight on the wheel, and that red phoenix glows faintly under the rising sun. You tap the gas, the V8 snarls, and suddenly, the road becomes your stage. The rear tires bite into the asphalt, traction control blinks, and you feel that glorious, intoxicating pull. 60, 80, 100 map, and the Trans Am feels planted, alive, unstoppable. In that moment, everything disappears. No emails, no stress, no world outside the roar of that engine. You realize something powerful. This isn't just a comeback car. It's freedom, resurrected, the steering, precise and heavy enough to feel old school but dialed in with modern tuning. The adaptive suspension firms up in sport mode, yet glides effortlessly when you switch to comfort. And the brakes? 6-piston Brembos that bite hard but never abrupt. But here's what really shocks you. This car, this beast, handles. It's not just brute force anymore. It's refined, balanced, controllable. It's like Pontiac spent 2 decades in silence, studying the world, and came back ready to prove everyone wrong. When you hit that perfect apex, when the exhaust note bounces off the canyon walls, you can't help but smile. Because this, right here, is driving the way it's meant to be. So what's the final word on the 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am? It's not just a car, it's a resurrection story. It's proof that passion can bring back legends if done right. This Firebird isn't for everyone, and that's exactly why it's special. It's for the believers, the ones who grew up with posters on their wall and grease on their hands. It's for the new generation who want more than quiet EVs and sterile interiors. They want to feel alive again. Yes, it's loud. Yes, it's bold. And yes, it's expensive, expected to start near $110,000. But you're not buying a number, you're buying emotion. You're buying the return of an icon that dares to exist in a world where everything's gone silent. In a market dominated by electric silence and digital perfection, the 2026 Firebird Trans Am is an act of rebellion, a love letter to muscle, sound and speed, and that's why this car matters. Because the Firebird was never about practicality, it was about spirit, and somehow Pontiac, or the dreamers behind it, have reignited that flame. So if this car made your heart race even a little, hit that like button. If you believe legends deserve second chances, subscribe, because we're not just reviewing cars here. We're celebrating the ones that refuse to die. The 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am isn't just back, it's reborn. And it's here to remind us all, the fire still burns. Every once in a while, a car comes along that completely rewrites the rules, and the 2026 Jaguar GT might just be that car. Sleeker than anything Jaguar has ever built, loaded with cutting-edge tech, and rumored to deliver performance numbers that challenge even the most established luxury giants. This isn't just another model, it's a bold statement. But is it truly the breakthrough Jaguar needs, or just flashy marketing dressed in chrome? Stick around, because by the end of this review, you'll know if the Jaguar GT deserves a spot on your dream list. The Jaguar name has always carried a sense of elegance mixed with performance, but in recent years it's faced tough competition from German luxury titans and even bold new EV startups. That's why the arrival of the 2026 Jaguar GT is such a big deal. It's more than just a new model. It's Jaguar's chance to redefine what modern grand touring should feel like. Positioned as the brand's halo car, the GT is designed to blend striking looks with everyday usability, aiming straight at drivers who want prestige without compromise. From the very first glance, the GT makes a statement. Long, sculpted lines, a wide stance that feels planted to the road, and a cabin that promises next-level luxury. But Jaguar isn't just selling style here. The buzz around this car suggests performance figures that could finally put it back on the map as a true rival to Porsche, BMW, and even Tesla in the American market. So the real question is, can the 2026 Jaguar GT deliver on the hype? Over the next few minutes, we'll dive into its design, features, and performance to find out whether this car is just another luxury facelift or the bold comeback Jaguar fans have been waiting for. The first thing that strikes you about the 2026 Jaguar GT is its design. This isn't just a refresh, it's a statement. The sculpted hood, the sweeping roofline, and those bold rear haunches create a silhouette that's unmistakably Jaguar, but sharper, more modern, almost futuristic. The front grille has been reimagined, slimmer yet more aggressive, flanked by razor-thin LED headlights that look like they're staring you down. Walk around to the back and you'll see a sleek light bar stretching across the rear, making it look wide, planted, and powerful, even when it's standing still. Step inside, and Jaguar has clearly gone all in on luxury. The cabin is wrapped in premium materials, hand-stitched leather, open-pore wood, and metallic accents that catch the light without feeling gaudy. The centerpiece is a massive curved display that seamlessly blends the digital driver's cluster with the infotainment system, and yet it doesn't feel cold or sterile. Jaguar has kept physical knobs for climate control and volume, which shows they've listened to real drivers who value tactile feedback. There's also more space than you'd expect for a Grand Tourer, enough legroom and storage to actually make long road trips feel effortless. Now let's talk about performance, because this is where the GT has the potential to shake things up. Under the hood, you'll find a powertrain that blends Jaguar's racing heritage with modern innovation. The GT is expected to deliver over 600 horsepower, launching from 0 to 60 in just under 3.5 seconds. But raw speed isn't its only trick. It's tuned for balance, with adaptive suspension that constantly adjusts to the road, giving you a car that feels just as comfortable cruising down the highway as it does carving through winding back roads. And here's the kicker. Jaguar claims it can deliver impressive range without sacrificing performance, putting it in direct contention with some of the best Grand Tourers on the market. Technology plays a huge role too. The GT features advanced driver assist systems, including lane centering, adaptive cruise, and semi-autonomous highway driving. But Jaguar hasn't gone overboard trying to replace the driver. The GT is still about the connection between car and human. The tech is there to enhance, not overshadow the thrill of driving. Of course, no car is perfect, and the Jaguar GT has a few potential drawbacks worth noting. Rumors suggest the rear seats are more symbolic than practical, which may turn off families looking for a true four-seater. And while the luxury inside is undeniable, the real question is whether Jaguar's reliability and service network in the US can keep pace with rivals like BMW or Porsche. Still, everything we've seen so far suggests the GT isn't just another Jaguar, it's the one that could put the brand back in the spotlight. But the real surprises are yet to come. In a moment, we'll look at the standout features and a few potential deal breakers that could make or break Jaguar's bold gamble with this car. And here's where the 2026 Jaguar GT truly shows its hand. Up until now, we've seen the bold design, the luxury cabin, and the impressive spec sheet, but numbers are just numbers until you feel them on the road. And once you hit the accelerator, everything changes. The instant surge of power is almost shocking. 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds isn't just quick, it's sports car territory. The GT doesn't just leap forward, it launches with a smooth, controlled aggression that pins you to your seat while still feeling refined, not chaotic. And when the road starts to twist, that adaptive suspension comes alive. Corners that would unsettle most Grand Tourers feel effortless here, the car almost reading the driver's intentions before the steering wheel even turns. But the real surprise? The balance. Jaguar has managed to create a car that feels athletic yet incredibly comfortable. On a quiet highway cruise, it's whisper quiet, the cabin insulated from wind and road noise. Minutes later, it transforms into a machine that begs to be pushed harder, sharper, faster. Few cars manage this dual personality so convincingly, and it's here that the GT delivers its knockout punch. Still, not everything is flawless. The back seats remain cramped, more of a gesture than a usable feature. And while Jaguar promises strong range and efficiency, we'll have to see how it holds up in real-world US conditions compared to its German and electric rivals. But make no mistake, the climax of the Jaguar GT story is clear. This is not a car that blends in. It's a car that shocks, excites, and challenges expectations. The only question left is, does it truly earn its place as the future of Jaguar, or is it simply a spectacular one-hit wonder? So, after taking a closer look at the 2026 Jaguar GT, what's the final verdict? This car is more than just a design exercise. It's Jaguar signaling that it's ready to fight for relevance again in a market dominated by German performance giants and American EV disruptors. The GT blends striking looks, a refined cabin, and thrilling performance in a way that feels undeniably fresh for the brand. On the pro side, you get head-turning styling, a genuinely luxurious interior cutting-edge technology, and a driving experience that can shift from calm and composed to sharp and exhilarating in seconds. For drivers who crave both style and substance, the GT delivers a rare balance, but the cons are just as clear. Rear seat practicality is limited, making this more of a personal luxury coupe than a true family tourer. Jaguar still faces questions about long-term reliability and service coverage in the US, an area where brands like BMW, Porsche, and Mercedes have decades of trust built up. And while the performance numbers are impressive, real-world efficiency and ownership costs will ultimately determine whether it can stand tall in a crowded luxury segment. Who is this car for? If you're a buyer who values exclusivity, who wants something bold and different from the usual German suspects, the Jaguar GT makes a powerful case. It's not the safe choice, but it's the exciting one, the car you buy because you want to stand out. In the bigger picture, the GT could mark the start of Jaguar's reinvention, proving that heritage brands can adapt to modern expectations without losing their soul. If this car succeeds, it may very well influence how other luxury automakers approach the balance of performance and everyday usability in the years ahead. So the question is, does the 2026 Jaguar GT earn a spot on your dream list? Or would you still choose a Porsche, BMW, or Tesla instead? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you'd pick. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for more deep dives into the cars shaping the future.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever experienced something so perfect, so visceral, that it actually scared you? I'm not talking about a horror movie. I'm talking about a machine, a piece of engineering that connects with you on a primal level. That's the feeling that's been burning in my gut since I strapped myself into the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo GT. This isn't just a new car. This is a confrontation. Porsche hasn't just raised the bar. They've taken that bar, forged it into a spear, and are aiming it right at the heart of every other supercar on the planet. What we discovered behind the wheel over the last few days didn't just surprise us. It rewired our understanding of what's possible. And you need to see this to believe it. To truly get why this moment is so seismic, you have to feel the history in your bones. The Porsche 911 Turbo has always been the apex predator. The car you could drive through a blizzard to the opera and then, on a whim, shatter a lap record. It was the civilized savage. But then you have the GT cars, the wailing, lightweight, track-obsessed athletes that feel like they'd snap at you if you drove them over a painted line. For decades, these were two separate religions. You picked one. But now, Porsche looked at this divide and said, no more. The 2026 Turbo GT is their declaration that you don't have to choose. This is the unholy alliance. The supercar that wants to be everything, to everyone, everywhere. And in a world slowly being taken over by silent, emotionless electric cars, the roaring, trembling presence of this machine feels like a rebellion. A last stand for the soul of driving. Now, let's drink in the details. Look at it. Just look at it. This isn't a design. It's a warning. The body is wider, more muscular, like a sprinter coiled in the starting blocks. Those rear intakes aren't just for show. They're gaping mouths, feeding air to a beast. And that wing, it's a statement carved in carbon fiber, telling the wind exactly who's in charge. But open the door, slide into these deeply bolstered bucket seats. You're surrounded by Alcantara and carbon fiber. Yes, but it feels focused, intentional. This cabin isn't a lounge. It's a cockpit for a mission. Your eyes land on the dashboard, and right there, on the steering wheel, is a single, innocent-looking button. A button that simply says, GT. We'll come back to that, because we need to talk about the heart of this animal. Porsche took their legendary 3.8-liter twin-turbo flat-six and I don't know what they did. Sorcery. The official number is over 650 horsepower. But friends, that number is a lie. It feels like so much more. Stomp your foot on the accelerator. The launch control doesn't just launch you. It feels like the horizon is being yanked towards you by an invisible force. Your vision blurs. Your breath is stolen from your lungs. 0 to 60 happens in a blink, deep in the 2-second range, and the sensation is less like acceleration and more like a controlled explosion. But here's where the magic truly begins. On a twisting back road, you approach a corner, turn in, and the car darts. It's so immediate, so telepathic, you'd swear it read your mind a second before you even thought it. Then you get back on the power. The all-wheel drive system. This genius, clairvoyant system puts the power down perfectly. And then, you feel it. A slight, beautiful rotation from the rear. A hint of playfulness. This is it. This is the soul of the GT cars, injected directly into the unshakable spine of the turbo. It's not just gripping the road, it's dancing with it. But this dance has a cost. Let's be brutally honest. The ride is punishing. You will feel every single pebble, every crack in the pavement. This car communicates everything, and sometimes you don't want to listen. On a long drive, this relentless firmness becomes exhausting. It's the price of admission for that razor's edge handling. And the sound, it's angry, it's aggressive, but some of that fury is enhanced, pumped through the speakers. For a machine that feels so brutally honest that one detail feels like a beautiful lie. And this leads us to the moment that changed everything for me. We took it to a place where there are no excuses, no speed limits, just you and the machine. I've driven the previous Turbo S here. It was incredible, but it felt digital, like a perfect, high-score video game. But this Turbo G, it's different. Pushing it into a high-speed bend, feeling the chassis dig in, the steering talking back to your hands. And then, on the exit, feeling that power surge and that slight, manageable slide, it's alive. It's breathing. In that moment, the line between the civilized Turbo and the wild GT3 didn't just blur. It vanished. I finally understood. Porsche hasn't built a faster car. They've built a more soulful one. They've given a supercomputer a heartbeat. So, after all of this, where does that leave us? What's the final, undeniable truth? The 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo GT is a masterpiece. It is, without a doubt, one of the greatest driver's cars ever made, but it's a demanding, uncompromising masterpiece. It's for the person who views the journey itself as the destination, no matter how rough the road. If your heart races at the thought of a perfect gear shift, if you crave that connection between man and machine, this is your holy grail. For everyone else, the softer, more livable Turbo S remains a miraculous machine. In today's world, this car is a beacon, a roaring, fiery signal that passion and analog feelings still matter. It's not just a car, it's a piece of history. And that's why I need you to be a part of this channel. If what you just experienced got your heart pounding, if it made you feel something, then you're our people. We live for this. We chase these feelings so we can bring them directly to you. We're not just reviewers. We're your scouts in the world of automotive passion. So, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You won't just be subscribing to a channel. You'll be joining a community of enthusiasts who believe that driving is an art. We do this for you. Now, I have to ask, in the comments, tell me one car that ever made you feel truly, breathlessly alive. What was it? Let's share that feeling. Thanks for watching. When a name like Oldsmobile Delta 88 returns, it's more than a product launch, it's a homecoming. For decades, that badge represented quiet confidence, highway serenity, and the kind of American luxury that didn't need to shout. And now, in 2026, it's back modern, electric, and somehow still unmistakably Oldsmobile. Imagine the hum of an electric motor where a V8 once growled, the scent of new leather mixing with the ghost of gasoline memories. The Delta 88 isn't trying to recreate the past, it's trying to remind you why the past mattered. Because heritage only means something if it can still make your heart race today. Oldsmobile once defined attainable prestige. It gave America the Rocket V8, the first automatic transmission, and generations of cars that combined sophistication with strength. When the brand faded in 2004, it felt like the end of an era. Fast forward 22 years. And GM's Heritage division has done something nobody expected. They've brought Oldsmobile back as a standalone luxury of, beginning with the 2026 Delta 88, its mission, prove that American grace can still stand. Shoulder to shoulder with Europe's finest. The new Delta 88 stretches just over 200 inches long. Big, stately, and perfectly proportioned. The front fascia is dominated by a vertical bar-led grille that breathes light instead of air. A thin chrome ribbon outlines the entire perimeter, paying homage to the 70s sedan while keeping airflow tight for EV efficiency. The hood dips slightly toward a central crease where the rocket emblem glows like a heartbeat. Along the sides, the sheet metal flows in uninterrupted arcs, no sharp creases, just elegant curvature that catches light like a sculpture in motion. 22-inch turbine wheels fill the arches, a nod to the rocket wheel designs of the past. Around back, a single light blade stretches across the deck lid, pulsing softly as you approach with the key fob. Even the paint names are nostalgic. Midnight Pewter, Empire Red, Horizon Blue, standing next to it. You don't get the sterile futurism common in EV, you get presence. A sense that this car belongs on a boulevard, outside a jazz club, or cruising Route 66, beneath a summer sunset. Open the frameless door and the car greets you with a faint chitma. Modern echo of the old door, a jar tone every old zoner remembers. The cabin glows with soft amber light, wrapping around polished American walnut and brushed aluminum trim. GM calls the design language Quiet Craft 2.0, and it shows. Every switch feels deliberate. Every surface warm to the touch. The centerpiece is a 40-inch curved old that spans pillar to pillar, yet it never feels intrusive. Switch to Heritage mode and the display transforms into classic analog dials, complete with softly sweeping needles and a digital odometer that ticks like a watch. The steering wheel carries the rocket badge. Now illuminated under glass. Voice control is handled by Olivia, a digital concierge that remembers your favorite playlists, adjusts seat bolsters to your posture, and even syncs cabin lighting to your mood. Say Olivia, I'm stressed, and she dims the lights, cues a calming playlist, and activates the massager's. Sound pours through a 26-speaker Bose Quantum array system that turns the cabin into a concert hall. The seats themselves are masterpieces, semi-aniline leather with recycled microfiber backplates, temperature-adaptive foam, and stitching patterns inspired by the 1959 Delta's door panels. It's not a gimmick. It's history rewoven in modern luxury. Underneath, the Delta 88 rides on GM's latest Ultium Max platform, pairing dual electric motors for 620 horsepower and 710 pounds-ft of torque. 0 to 60 miles per hour happens in about 3.9 seconds, but you never feel a harsh kick. Power comes on smooth, like silk pulled tight. Air suspension and predictive road scan tech make potholes disappear. Steering is light, yet precise, easy downtown, confident on a back road. Range, up to 480 miles. With 350 kilowatts fast charging, good for 200 miles in 12 minutes. But the real achievement is refinement. Wind noise is nearly non-existent thanks to triple pane glass and acoustic underbody panels. You glide, not drive. Press Tour mode, and the car softens, quiets, feels almost like a luxury train. Switch to Sport, and it lowers an inch, tightens its steering ratio, and lets out a subtle synthetic growl, recreated echo of the classic Rocket V8, tuned from archival recordings. It's artificial, yes, but strangely emotional, the sound of heritage digitized for a new century. There's a moment during any drive when you forget your testing numbers and start feeling memories. Maybe it's the way the light catches that chrome trim, or how the ride smooths out as the road unfolds ahead. Suddenly, you're 8 years old again, sitting in your grandfather's car, staring out the window at the endless highway. That's what the new Delta 88 captures better than any modern sedan sentiment. It doesn't beg for attention. It earns it through serenity. It reminds you that luxury used to mean taking your time, not beating the clock. And the best part, it's built in Lansing, Michigan, the same soil that birthed its ancestors. Every badge, every stitch, carries pride. The first 1,000 units even feature a small brass plaque reading "Rebuilt for a New America." So, what is the 2026 Oldsmobile Delta 88? It's proof that nostalgia and innovation don't have to fight. It's the past whispering, "I'm still here," while the future replies, "Then let's drive." It's an American luxury car that values peace over flash, craftsmanship over gimmicks, confidence over noise. Starting around $82,000, the Delta 88 undercuts European rivals while offering something they can't replicate: emotional authenticity. This is the car for people who still believe elegance matters. For those who remember what Sunday drives felt like before everything became an algorithm, as you pull up your driveway and that lead rocket fades into the night, you realize you're not just ending a trip, you're continuing a legacy. If this brought back a memory, if it made you feel something, don't just scroll away. Hit that like button, share your favorite Oldsmobile story in the comments, and subscribe to the channel, because we're only at the beginning of this renaissance. The great American luxury comeback is happening right now, and you'll want to be here for every mile. The 2026 Oldsmobile Delta 8810 Icon reborn, refined, and ready to remind the world that elegance still drives on American roads.